Hello, everyone. Welcome to Weekend Conversations. A recent report which talks about the automobile industry shows that Indian brands like Mahindra and Tata have taken over Hyundai, which is now displaced to fourth position in terms of market standing. Now, does this indicate that we Indians are now becoming more acceptable to local brands, or it is too early to conclude? Well, yes, as per my understanding of over 2 decades, understanding consumer insights, especially in areas where technology has a play, you can't just decide on one quarter trend. You need to look at pattern for a longer horizon to really conclude this shift. But let's give it for a while that yes, this is something that is happening and there's a change in the trend. People are accepting domestic brands in automobile, at least to say. Now, how has automobile industry cracked this? How have brands like Tata and Mahindra achieved this? Now, to my mind, there are a couple of things which they did. One is, of course, changing the design language of the cars. They brought in more contemporary designs, aligned with the expectations of the younger generation or the new population buying cars. That is definitely one thing which they have done. And the other thing is they have taken advantage from the technologies available out there, which could be kind of added to automobile as an offering and give the generation Z or other younger populations the experiences which they expect in the car. So it's not just giving them a connected car, but giving them a holistic experience of various technologies, which adds to their comfort and convenience, which adds to their safety and security, which adds to their entertainment quotient, which adds to overall connectivity of the car. And that is what all these automobile brands have been trying all these years. And we are now seeing the results out there. Now, what does this indicate for other industries? Let's say smartphone industry. We have seen that the smartphone industry or broader smart categories, smart gadgets categories as such, local brands have been struggling to really make an impressive mark, and people, irrespective of whatever, prefer other brands having origins not from India. This is also to do because the brands from homegrown brands, then they aren't really available, and that's where consumers are forced to opt for brands which have origin from China, US, or other countries. So there could be many reasons why this is working in auto and why it did not work in smartphone or other such categories. Now, first could be that yes, there was acceptance of local brands in the automobile sector. It was already there. So Mahindra's, Tata's, even like Hindustan Motors, iconic ambassador, it used to be there. So that acceptance in automobile sector, I think, was there from the beginning, as against in other categories like smartphones and other gadgets. So that could be one of the factors. The other factor is that if we look at or if we compare the automobile, domestic automobile brands like Tata, Mahindra against domestic smart gadget brands like Lava and others, of course the scales are different. The amount of resources that are available with Tatas and Mahindras are much, much larger than what a brand like Lava has. So yes, they had resources to put in to R&D. Third could be R&D orientation itself. These brands, be it Tata, Mahindra, they are real OEMs. They have that mindset. They know how to. They know they have to design. They have to, do the entire value addition and value design, I would say. So that's another reason which could be out there, that it is working for automobile industry and it's not working. And one more reason, sadly, but yes, it could also be the intent. Maybe the smartphone or other such categories were never interested in, getting so deep into the value chain as against the automobile sector, where they understand that you need to get deeper to really own things. That these are some of the things that come to my mind, that why it is working in automobile sector and why it's not working in other sectors like the gadgets. And this is this has been very well complemented and picked up by others, technology providers. I think they also need to be complimented and appreciated for their very aggressive stance in India, be it chipset makers like Qualcomm or MediaTek, or other technology enablers like Dolby, which have been, adding their modules of technologies into automobile sector. And we are seeing the results out there that consumers are getting tech-loaded automobiles or cars to experience and drive, which are enhancing the overall, I would say, driving experience as well as passenger experience in automobiles, and at the same time keeping up with the expectations of the younger generation, the new age buyers who want contemporary designs, elegant designs, and at the same time definitely want more of technology that they could leverage. That's what I have to share in today's weekend conversation. You let me know, what are your thoughts around it? Do you think these are the reasons, or there are some other reasons, or it's too early to conclude such a thing? I'll be waiting for your reactions, and let's take the conversation forward. I'll be back with you next week. Till then, enjoy your time.